Alright, what's going on, fellas? My name's Ken. I've been answering some questions for you. This one is going to be for Edible Dust Bunny. He was asking about transitioning from one genre to another. He asked specifically, like, say, house to dubstep. First off, I'm going to show you my setup real quick. I've got everything all fired up and ready to go. So, let's take a look. Right here, we've got two CDJ 900s. I'm also running with a Rain 61, and I've got my dicers mounted to the mixer because I like having them out of the way of the platter adjustments. Running Scratch Live. For all you fanboys, yes, it's not a Mac. I really don't think you need a Mac. I am getting one down the road. However, I also need to run certain programs that they don't have available on Mac, so that's why I still use just a regular laptop. Now, I'm going to set this camera up over here, and hopefully there won't be too much shake and stutter because it's sitting on top of the speaker. And I'm going to try to give you a view of what my hands are doing. I don't think you really need to see my face anymore. Alright, so the first two tracks that I have, actually real quick, first two tracks that I have loaded up, if you take a look, one of them is a 128 BPM house song. You can see it right over here. The other one is a 70 BPM dubstep song. Now, all I'm going to do to make this mix, I'm going to make it real simple. I am just going to simply drop the dubstep song into the break of the house track. Hopefully this will be loud enough and it won't be too muddled. Okay, so this is my house track. It's just kind of going. Having a little bit of fun with it. Everybody's dancing, good time, but you feel the need to switch it up. So I'm using this track because it's got a great breakdown where everything just kind of drops off completely. It's going to allow me to take something totally different and just throw it in. I've got both of my faders all the way up, my volume controls rather, and I'm just going to wait until the song hits its kick out, hit play, and fade out the one track. So, pretty simple. When you're switching from genre to genre, there's really not much else that you can do. I'm going to get out of this song and get back into a house track by doing something a little bit different to show you that there are other options. But a lot of times when you're switching genre to genre, it's just going to be easiest to just drop in a new track. Best spot to do that is a song that has a total kick out where you're not listening to anything. So I'm going to load up another track over here, and I am going to go with Porter Robinson's Rock Massive. Main reason for that is just because it's got a good kind of heavy vibe to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set it. Let me show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to set Porter Robinson's track to be 128 BPM. Now, right now, the Skrillex track that's playing in the background is set to 70 BPM. So, if you divide 128 in half, you're going to end up with 64. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to loop the Skrillex track. Let me turn this down a hair. I'm going to try to loop the Skrillex track right at the end of its breakdown. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that loop. While I'm looping, using the dicers, I'm going to slow down this track till it's at 64 BPM according to Scratch Live. Now that's going to give me half of what the 128 BPM track is. So theoretically they should be matched up. Again, I've got my left deck already set. I'm going to throw off the volume because I'm just going to hit the play button when the time's right. And I'm in the breakdown of the Skrillex track, so now I'm going to start counting beats. I want to catch a 1-beat loop on my dicers, which is going to be this button right there. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. slow it down. Now it's 64. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still have it in the 1 beat loop, but now I've actually cut it down to a half a beat. And now I'm out of the dubstep track, back into house. Obviously that's not perfect, never was intended to be. It's just giving you an idea of a couple of little tricks that you can use to try to get yourself from one track to another, especially when it's genres. Genres are real tough. It does also help that I have flangers and stuff on my mixer, so I can flange out and fade out a song. So, transitioning from one genre to another, couple ways to do it. You can either get a transition song, you can either just drop something right at a break, or you can catch something in a loop, slow it down mathematically to what it needs to be. Once it's there, slam in your other track. Try to keep the 4/4s in your head though, at the same time. Constantly be counting in your head. As you're slowing down, you're still counting the beats on the first track so that you're always staying in a 4/4 type of rhythm, because anytime you go off of that 4/4 rhythm, people notice it. Alright? So, that's how you do it.